pregnancy is such a rich time for creation. It's like that creative life that's coming into it spills over, and people want to create all sorts of things. They start to nest and want to create a space for their child, but they also get really open and vulnerable in a beautiful way where all sorts of things can be birthed through them. And so I love pregnancy. It seems to just open up so much. It can also put people in touch with childhood issues that are unresolved, especially, mother-daughter, or any issues with their parents, because now they're becoming a parent. And so all of that comes up to be cared for. And it's a very important time to get support for whatever anxiety and fear and pain and loss comes up. And that's true after pregnancy with being a new parent, because you're giving your child all the things you didn't get. And it can be very emotional and sad for people to realize, like, why didn't someone want to do this for me? Like, I'm so in love. Like, how could my parent, have been too depressed to pay attention to me? Or so I think that if that parent can sort of transition to parenting themselves and the baby at the same time, it can be a really healing experience. Like, everything that person gives the baby, they're giving themselves. People get a lot of fear about being a parent, and then they channel that anxious energy into details and into obsessing about, what kind of brand of this or that, milk, or, people get very obsessive, and that's all understandable, but I think it should be a sign to slow down and notice what feelings might be underneath, because that anxious energy is so afraid something's going to happen to the baby, and reading up on this and that and how to do everything perfectly can interfere with those moments of bonding that are so important. And really, you want to create a space where you can just lie in bed looking at the little hairs on their ears and, just ready for any moment of contact and soaking it, being almost in the womb with them. And that can be so intimate and scary that people try to jump out of it. And I think that's where a lot of the detail stressing comes. And I think it should be seen more as a red flag.